Om Namo Narayanaaya. Om Namo. Respected friends, welcome you all. Thanks to the Lord, to the Gurus, that they are blessing us with inner convictions and outer conveniences, because of which we are consistently able to do our first minimum sadhana of daily Shastra Shravana, which is so tough, difficult otherwise. You can see the other people. Even it is Sunday that we are able to come, even if it is some inconveniences, still we are able to make. Even the world is calling us, inviting us, tempting us with so many things, yet we are able to be consistent in our morning attendance. Thank you to the Lord. O Lord, O Guru, please continue your these blessings. We want to do and reach to more and more higher and deeper levels. These are the 7 sadhanas every day we are doing. Veda mantra ucharana, mantra dhyanam, common sense thought, Shanti mantras, Guru Parampara mantras, Sankalpa for the Sanatana Dharma and Vishwa Shanti, or Adhyatmik Pragati, Upanishad mantra ucharana, then Upanishad mantra Adhyanam with Bhashyam. Shwethashwathara Upanishad, last 6th chapter, last 23rd mantra. The subject matter in that is need and importance and effectiveness of Guru Bhakti and Daiva Bhakti in understanding the Shastras, in understanding the Tattva taught in the Shastras, in doing the sadhanas that are mentioned in the Shastras, and in reaching the goal of moksha. That's the theme of that sloka. So beautiful. We'll be studying it with Bhashyam uh, as guided by Shankara Bhagavan. The first of the sadhanas is our Vedic chanting. And through these sadhanas, Parabrahma Ishvara, Jagannatha, Devata Gana, Guru Gana Shastra Gana, Kripanugraha be with us always. So too we are really blossoming. In Vedic chanting, as said yesterday, for the Tejo Prapti, Dhana Prapti, all the Devatas presiding are invoked in this beautiful Suktham from ATHARVANA Veda, which we learned yesterday. So we said we will chant that only today, no new mantra. New mantra can be done, there are plenty. Tomorrow we'll do the new one. Today, this only we will chant for 5 times. 3 reasons are all devatas are remembered in it. The required wealths of all sorts are asked for, and the required tejas for all sadhanas are asked for. Therefore, this becomes an important mantra. Om atha tejo dhana praptyartham sakala devatam uddeshya atharvana vedantargata suktam 5 times. Hope you got that one. It starts from ayam te yonir rutviyo yato jato arochataha tam janan arohadha no vardhaya rayim. I wish and pray that you got it. 1 minute. Om Namo Narayana. 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 Keshava Hari Keshava Hari. Madhava Hari Madhava Hari Madhava Hari Madhava Govinda Hari. Om Namo Narayanaya. 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 Om Namo Narayana. Om Namo Narayana. Om, sorry friends. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 This work I should have done early, now I am doing. Just what is sent in that third kandam, you look for. Third kandam, you look for. 20th Suktham in, I think, third Anuvaka. I think it will match. Yes, third Kandam, fourth Anuvaka, 20th. 3, 4, 20. Third Kandam, fourth Anuvaka, 20th Suktam. Om Ayante Yonir Yato Jato Arochathaha Tam Janannagna Arohadha नो वर्धयारयिम् अग्ने अच्छावदेहनः प्रत्यङ्नः सुमना भवा प्रणो यच्च विशाम्पते धनदा असिनस्त्वं प्रणो यच्छत्वर्यमा प्रभगः प्रबृहस्पतिः प्रदेवीः प्रोतसूनृता रयिं देवी दधातु मे सोमं राजानमवसे अग्निं गीर्भिर्हवामहे आदित्यं विष्णुं सूर्यं ब्रह्माणं च बृहस्पतिम् त्वन्नो अग्ने अग्निभिर्ब्रह्मयज्ञं च वर्धय त्वन्नो देवदातवेरयिं दानाय चोदय इन्द्रवायु उभाविह सुहवेह हवामहे यथा नः सर्व इज्जनः सङ्गत्यां सुमना असददानकामश्च नो भुवत अर्यमणं बृहस्पतिम् इन्द्रं दानाय चोदय वातं विष्णुं सरस्वतीं सवितारं च वाजिनं वाजस्य नु प्रसवे सम्बभूव इमे मा च विश्वा भुवनान्यन्तः उतादित्सन्तं दापयतु प्रजानन् रयिं च नः सर्ववीरं नियच्छ दुह्रां मे पञ्च प्रदिशो दुह्रामुर्वेर्यदा बलं प्रापेयं सर्वा आकूतिर्मनसा हृदयेन च गोसनिं वाचमुदेयं वर्चसा माभ्युदिः आरुन्धां सर्वतो वायुः त्वष्टा पोषं दधातु मे ॐ शान्तिः 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 सेकंड टाइम ॐ अयन्ते योनिरृत्वियो यतो जातो अरोचथाः तं जानन्नग्न आरोहाधानो वर्धयारयिम् अग्ने अच्छावदेहनः प्रत्यङ्नः सुमना भव प्रणो यच्छ विशाम्बदे धनदा असिनस्त्वं प्रणो यच्छत्वर्यमा प्रभगः प्रबृहस्पतिः प्रदेवीः प्रोतसूनृता रयिं देवी दधातु मे सोमं राजानमवसेऽग्निं गीर्भिर्हवामहे आदित्यं विष्णुं सूर्यं ब्रह्माणं च बृहस्पतिम् त्वं नो अग्ने अग्निभिर्ब्रह्मयज्ञं च वर्धय त्वं नो देवदातवे रयिं दानाय चोदय इन्द्रवायो उभाविह सुहवेह हवामहे यथा नः सर्व इज्जनः सङ्गत्यां सुमना असद दानकामश्च नो भुवतो अर्यमणं बृहस्पतिम् इन्द्रं दानाय चोदय वातं विष्णुं सरस्वतीं सवितारं च वाजिनं वाजस्य नु प्रसवे सम्बभूव इमे मा च विश्वा भुवनान्यन्तः उतादित्सन्तं दापयतु प्रजानन् रयिं च नः सर्ववीरं नियच्छ दुह्रां मे पञ्च प्रदिशो दुह्रामुर्वीर्यदा बलं प्रापेयं सर्वा आकूतिर्मनसा हृदयेन च कोसनिं वाचमुदेयं वर्चसा माभ्युदिः आरुन्धां सर्वतो वायुस्त्वष्टा पोषं दधातु ॐ शान्तिः 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 थर्ड टाइम ॐ अयन्ते योनिरृत्वियो यतो जातो अरोचथाः तं जानन्नग्न आरोहाधानो वर्धयारयिम् अग्ने अच्छावदेहनः प्रत्यङ्नः सुमना भव प्रणो यच्छ विशाम्बदे धनदा असिनस्त्वं प्रणो यच्छत्वर्यमा प्रभगः प्रबृहस्पतिः प्रदेवीः प्रोतसूनृता रयिं देवी दधातु मे सोमं राजानमवसेऽग्निं गीर्भिर्हवामहे आदित्यं विष्णुं सूर्यं ब्रह्माणं च बृहस्पतिं त्वन्नो अग्ने अग्निभिर्ब्रह्मयज्ञं च वर्धय त्वन्नो देवदातवे रयिं दानाय चोदय इन्द्रवायो उभाविह सुहवेह हवामहे यथा नः सर्व इज्जनः सङ्गत्यां सुमना असद दानकामश्च नो भुवत हर्यमणं बृहस्पतिम् इन्द्रं दानाय चोदय वातं विष्णुं सरस्वतीं सवितारं च वाजिनं वाजस्य नु प्रसवे सम्बभूव इमे मा च विश्वा भुवनान्यन्तः उदादित्सन्तं दापयतु प्रजानन् रयिं च नः सर्ववीरं नियच्छ दुह्रां मे पञ्च प्रदिशो दुह्रामुर्वीर्यदा बलं प्रापेयं सर्वा आकोतेर्मनसा हृदयेन च गोसनिं वाचमुदेयं वर्चसा माभ्युदिः आरुन्धां सर्वतो वायुस्त्वष्टा पोषं दधातु मे ॐ शान्तिः 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 फोर्थ टाइम ॐ अयन्ते योनिरृत्वियो यतो जातो अरोचथाः तं जानन्नग्न आरोहाधानो वर्धयारयिम् अग्ने अच्छावदेहनः प्रत्यङ्नः सुमना वव प्रणो यच्च विशाम्बदे धनदा असि नस्त्वं प्रणो यच्च त्वर्यमा प्रभगः प्रबृहस्पतिः प्रदेवीः प्रोतसूनृतारयिं देवी दधातु मे सोमं राजानमुपसेग्निं गीर्भिर्हवामहे सोमं राजानमवसेग्निं गीर्भिर्हवामहे आदित्यं विष्णुं सूर्यं ब्रह्माणं च बृहस्पतिं त्वं नो अग्ने अग्निभिर्ब्रह्म यज्ञं च वर्धय त्वं नो देवदातवे रयिं दानाय चोदय इन्द्रवायो भाविहसुहवेह हवामहे यथा नः सर्व इज्जनः सङ्गत्यां सुमना असद्दानकामश्च नो भुवतो हर्यमणं बृहस्पतिम् इन्द्रं दानाय चोदय वातं विष्णुं सरस्वतीं सवितारं च वाजिनं वाजस्य नु प्रसवे सम्बभूव इमे मा च विश्वा भुवनान्यन्तः उतादित्सन्तं दापयतु प्रजानन् रयिं च नः सर्ववीरं नियच्छ दुह्रां मे पञ्च प्रदिशो दुह्रामुर्वीर्यदा बलं प्रापेयं सर्वा आकूतेर्मनसा हृदयेन च गोसनिं वाचमुदेयं वर्चसा माभ्युदिः आरुन्धां सर्वतो वायुस्त्वष्टा पोषं ददातु मे ॐ शान्तिः 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 लास्ट टाइम फिफ्थ टाइम वंस मोर ॐ अयन्ते योनिरृत्वियो यतो जातो अरोचथाः तं जानन्नग्न आरोहाधानो वर्धयारयिम् अग्ने अच्छावदेहनः प्रत्यङ्नः सुमना भव प्रणो यच्च विशाम्पते धनदा असि नस्त्वं प्रणो यच्च त्वर्यमा प्रभगः प्रबृहस्पतिः प्रदेवी प्रोतसूनृतारयिं देवी दधातु मे सोमं राजानमपसेग्निम् अवसेग्निं गीर्भिर्हवामहे आदित्यं विष्णुं सूर्यं ब्रह्माणं च बृहस्पतिं त्वं नो अग्ने अग्निभिर्ब्रह्म यज्ञं च वर्धय त्वं नो देवदातवे रयिं दानाय चोदय इन्द्रवायो उभाविहसुहवेह हवामहे यथा नः सर्व इज्जनः सङ्गत्यां सुमना असद्दानकामश्च नो भुवतु हर्यमणं बृहस्पतिम् इन्द्रं दानाय चोदय वातं विष्णुं सरस्वतीं सवितारं च वाजिनं वाजस्य नु प्रसवे सम्बभूव इमे मा च विश्वा भुवनान्यन्तः उतादित्सन्तं प्रजानन् रयिं च नः सर्ववीरं नियच्छ दुह्रां मे पञ्च प्रदिशो दुह्रामुर्वीर्यदा बलं प्रापेयं सर्वा आकूतेर्मनसा हृदयेन च गोसनिं वाचमुदेयं वर्चसा माभ्युदिः आरुन्धां सर्वतो वायुस्त्वष्टा पोषं दधातु मे ॐ शान्तिः 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 wonderful na tomorrow we'll be learning Agni Devata Upasana Suktam. In that, wonderfully, the Agni Devata present in all the forms that are remembered. Then, whatever the positive way the Agni has to bless us, all that we pray for. And whatever the negative way the Agni troubles us, we are going to request the Agni Devata to protect us, bless us, or see to it that those negative things doesn't come into us. Like uh, when I want to, you know, uh, what to say, know the knowledge of the Shastras, that fiery desire to know, that's called as Jignasa Agni. Then fierily I meditate, that is Dhyana Agni. It's a fiery thing. Upasanas I am doing with so much of what you call application, aggressiveness, ferociousness, whatever. That's called as Upasana Agni. Agni is used for all these things. You know, these are all positive Agnis. The negative Agni is what? All Durgunas also compared with Agni only. Isn't it the Kama Agni? Burns us and the world around. Krodha Agni, Lobha Agni, Irshya Dveshagni. These are all Agni only, but affecting negatively. So tomorrow's mantra, we are going to learn to pray to Agni Deva to become Shanta in these Agnis, negative, and to become Prajwalita in the positive Agnis. And like the Jatara Agni, properly should burn so that the digestion is very good. Agni required in the world of cooking के लिए Agni चाहिए. And for everything the fire is required, the heat required. अगर नहीं है Agni, then the whole water gets frozen, then we can't drink water, we'll die only. So many places the Agni is required. So wonderful one it is. 10 mantras are there. Tomorrow we'll learn it. In today's mantra, for the Dhanadi Prapti, for Tejo Abhivruddhi, all the Devatas we remembered and prayed. And see, with our practices, we are able to listen and chant Veda mantras. An anokha feeling of mm, divinity, feeling of being exported to Vedic Kala, we can feel it. That means what? Try करने से सब संभव है. And for me personally, there's no greater joy than reveling in the Veda mantra Ucharana than Upanishad mantra Adhyayana. All is second. The highest, sacred, most divine. I don't know, I got that feeling. Maybe it's God's grace, Rishi Muni Kripa. I cherish it. About you, you see whether if you also love it, nothing like that. Very good. Welcome. Thank you. Now, in our second sadhana today of uh, Mantrocharana with Dhyana, we'll do few more days our Gayatri mantras. Today's Gayatri mantra is Kubera Bhagwan's Gayatri. Like the earlier Veda mantra also, Dhana Prapti, coincidentally, Kubera Bhagwan also is the Dhanapati. He is the divine kingdom mein, he is the finance minister. All the Dhanata, he is a Yaksha, yet he is also given that post, Kubera Bhagavan. So he is a Dhanapati. Temples are there of Kubera Bhagavan, beautifully, what do you call it? In many big temples, he will be put as a worshipping Upadevata also. So the Yaksharaja Kubera, we are knowing him to be Parabrahma, Parameshwara, Krupa, Karunamaya. From him, while doing Upasana, meditating on him, Vidmahe Dhimahi, we pray to him to give us all the required dhana, so that our mind is not feeling the lack of things That we have to struggle and attend to it. Along with all that dhana, we also add one letter sa. So it becomes sadhana. So give all the bhahyabhyantara dhana and give us the sadhana dhana also, so that we get the final siddhi. So that's how Kubera Bhagwan will let us pray. He is there, very much there, listens to our prayers. Okay, the mantra is Om. Yes, Yaksharajaaya Vidmahe Vaishravanaya Dhimahi Tanna Tanno Kubera Prachodaya. Of all these devatas whom every day we are saying, पांच पांच छः छः गायत्री मंत्र है. Among them, one we are selecting every day. Sometimes इधर से mix up करके more opt whatever we are doing it. Okay, like today, the Yaksha Bhagavan, Akubera Bhagavan has two mantras. Om Yaksharajaaya Vidmahe Vaishravanaya Dhimahi Tanno Kuberaha Prachodayat. Other one, Naravahaya Vidmahe Gadahastaya Dhimahi Tannaha Kuberaha Prachodayat. He has got Gada in the hand, and for the Kubera Bhagavan, the Manushya is the Vahana. Naravahana. Manushya. We are the Vahana for Kubera. Naravahana. Then there is another one, Mother Lakshmi Devi. She is also the giver of the wealth. And she also has got a Vahana. And do you know what is that? Mother Lakshmi's Vahana is Owl, O-W-L, Ullu. So, Kubera, giver of wealth. Lakshmi, giver of wealth. Kubera Vahana is Manushya. Lakshmi Vahana is the Ullu. Now you conclude. Manushya who runs for excessive wealth is a Ullu only. At the same time, because of lack of wealth, suffering also is a Ullu. Then what to do? Pray to the Lord to give sufficient wealth, and whatever He gives, with that be contented and focus on the inner journey. There is no greater wealth of wisdom than this. The wisdom is the real wealth, and in that, this wealth of wisdom is the most sweetest one. And I pray to Lord, Lord's giving me what's required. I am contented with it. I am not comparing with anyone, and that is sufficient to me for my comfortable life. And I want comfortable life for my comfortable sadhana. Think about it. So in this way, we pray to Bhagavan Kubera to bless all the sadhakas, all Sanatana Dharmins, uh, with the sufficient all grosser, subtler wealths, and also the wealth of sadhana, so that the life is smoothly happening, sadhana also is beautifully happening. Let those clarities be there in our heart all the time, especially while praying. So Yaksharajaya Vidmahe, he is the Raja for the Yakshas. Another mantra is there. Yaksharajaya Vidmahe Alaka Vasinyecha Vasinecha Dhimani. Alakadishaya. Yaksharajaya Alaka Adhishaya. Alaka is his place of stay. Alakapuri. From there only the Alakananda Nadi comes from Badrinath. So beyond Badrinath is that Vasudhara Falls. Upar Vaha Alakapuri is there, which is capital city of our Kubera Bhagavan. So that also is another mantra. So today this much we are doing. Yaksharajaya Vidmahe is a Raja of Yakshas. Then Vaishravanaya Dhimahi. This again you see na Rajadhirajaya Prasayya Sahine Namo Vayam Vaishravanaya Vidmahe Same Kaman Kama Kama Yamahyam Kameshwaro Vaishravano Dadatu Kuberaya Vaishravanaya Maharajaya Namaha. This also comes in Veda mantras. Okay, now the Vaishravanaya Dhimahi. The Vaishravana is, he is the son of Vishravasu Rishi. Ravanasura also is Vishravasa Rishi Putra only. That's how Kubera and Ravana are brothers. That's how the Kuberas Lankapuri is looted by Ravana by taking away Kubera. The Lanka belongs to Kubera actually, given to him by Brahmadeva, because of his tapasya upasana. All these you can see in Ramayana Adi Grantha. So Kuberaya Aksharaja Vidmahe Vaishravanaya Dhimahi Tannaha Kubera Tanno Kubera Prachodaya. चलो तन्नः का है ना, सो तन्नः कुबेर प्रचोदया. Chant it for 21 times. Om Yaksharajaaya Vidmahe Vaishravanaaya Dhimahi Tannah Kuberaha Prachodayat. Om Yaksharajaaya Vidmahe Vaishravanaaya Dhimahi Tannah Kuberaha Prachodayat. Om Yaksharajaaya Vidmahe Vaishravanaaya Dhimahi Tannah Kubera 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 Prachodayat. Ask Lord Kubera to bless all good people and all our known near and dear ones with all the wealth. The two benefits when we ask for the wealth for all the good people and near ones is one, they don't come and bother us because they have sufficient. Two, when we need, they are ready to help us. If we ask only for ourselves, then others won't have, so they come and take away from us. Or when we are in need, they will be not in a position to give. Therefore, in our own interest only, we have to pray for everybody, the near and dear ones. All of them should be good ones and good people in general, and Dharmika people, especially those who are working for the country, for the Sanatana Dharma. All the plenty wealth and richness should be there for them, so that every way by which Sanatana Dharma protected, developed, and spread, they are able to do it and achieve it. ॐ यक्षराजाय विद्महे वैश्रवणाय धीमहि तन्नः कुबेरः प्रचोदयात्। 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 ॐ श्री कुबेर परमात्मने नमः। ध्यायामि आवाहयामि स्थापयामि पूजयामि। समस्त शक्त्योपचार भक्त्योपचार राजोपचार देवोपचारान् समर्पयामि। छत्रचामरादीन् समर्पयामि। स्तोत्रादिना जपादिना भजन कीर्तनेन तोषयामि। नमस्करोमि शरणागतोऽस्मि प्रार्थयामि। ओम श्री कुबेर परमात्मने नमः। समस्तदारिद्र्यान् समस्तशत्रून् शाश्वतरूपेण निर्मूलं कृत्वा समस्तधनान् समस्तसाधनान् प्रयच्छ अस्मिन् जन्मन्येव आत्मानुभवं प्रति प्रचोदनं कुरु कुरु स्वाहा। ओम श्री कुबेर परमात्मने नमः। सनातन धर्मार्थं भारतवर्षार्थमपि आवश्यक धन समृद्धिं साधनां शक्तिं सदा सर्वदा प्रयच्छ प्रयच्छ। ओम कुबेराय नमः। 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 Yes, excellent. It is that you are here understanding the need and effectiveness of these sadhanas and participating sincerely, wholeheartedly. May all the blessings be yours. May all the riches be yours. May yours be a beautiful, comfortable life, reveling, enjoying in that outer life as well as inner sadhanas. Even if it is sadhana, why should we suffer? It can be also comfortable, isn't it? Now, having done our two sadhanas of Vedic chanting and mantra dhyanam, mhm, third one is our common sense thought. In today's common sense thought, it is the spiritual common sense thought. Remember, when we study the Shastras, information comes to us. When you continuously, constantly, deeply study the Shastras, contemplate on them, the information becomes a more and more clearest understanding. What is required is the clarity of understanding. Then comes the conviction. Then the things to be done. So, in today's common sense thought, first thing is whole world is continuously performing, world of beings, and all are performing for obtaining something or the other. Among the things that can be obtained, the four called as Purusharthas are Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. We also part of this world. Are we also wanting something? Are we also continuously engaged pursuing? Question number two. Three, what is our pursuit among these four Purusharthas? Why this special question to us as what is our pursuit? Because we are regularly studying the Shastra. Others are not studying. Therefore, they will have only that much data. for them. And the data is only earn money, indulge and enjoy. But through our Upanishadic Adhyanam, we have got the added information, new information, extra, in which we are taught about something higher, greater, permanent. So, do we have that understanding, conviction by now that our Paramacharama Lakshya is Parama Purushartha? How much that has entered into us, how much we have valued that. Thus, if at all, that Chaturtha Purushartha of the moksha through the Paramatma Jnana is our pursuit. If at all it happens, if it has happened or not, check it. If that happens, then the question is how to achieve it. Is also mentioned in all Shastras time and again. With our regular study of Shastras, some clarity we get. And what is the clarity is this one. Key to reach to that Chaturtha Moksha Purushartha, what we are to do. Three things only. Those three things has three subheadings. First we have to grasp. Then the details of it already again and again discussed. One can ponder over them and get those all details. है ना? The three things recommended or required. For everything in life, when you want a good health, these are the recommendations. Good bank balance, these are the recommendations. Good political position, these are the things to be done. Good name and fame, these are the things. हर चीज का कोई कीमत होता है, चुकाओ तो मिलता है. So to what is the कीमत to be चुकाओ for this चतुर्थ पुरुषार्थ? Three things basically. Let that clarity come to us. Details again you work out. First thing that is required is detachment from the world. बाह्य जगत से अनासक्ति, detachment. Not running away from the world. Be careful about the understanding. You have to be in this very world, but not attached. Detached. The example of lotus and the water drop. Lotus petal or lotus leaf. Padma patramiva ambasa. Padma patram is not touched by ambas. Amba means water. Apaha. So to the Padma Patra of our heart or chitta is not attached by the water drops of the world of things and beings. Not running away. The drop of water and the lotus petal or leaf stay together so long, but still it is not attached. 2 घंटे आप पानी का बूंद उस पत्ते पे रखो, फिर भी वो चिपकता नहीं. सो साथ में है या नहीं है, कितने समय है, वो इम्पोर्टेंट नहीं. इम्पोर्टेंस इज अटैच्ड और नॉट. So we are in the world but not attached to the world. And we are not running away from the world. Because where do you go? You cannot run away from the world. We have to be in this very world during samsara kala. We have to be in this very world during the sadhana kala. We have to be very much in the same world even after the siddhi. कहाँ भागोगे? है कि नहीं? यहीं रहना लेकिन नहीं फंसना. Subheading is told. Detachment. Now you work on it. What it means, how to achieve, what is the meaning of attachment. आप सोच लो, even that data also is given exhaustively many times. And as the age grows, Lord by providing us all the experiences, gives a chance for us to contemplate or to inquire, to ponder over, to get this detachment. And many of us, as the age grows, get detached from many things. Few still remain. Few still remain. What is required is total detachment. Don't say that 80 I detached, 20 still I am attached to. नहीं चलता वो 20 से भी हमें डिटैच होना है 100%. Work on that. Think about it. First think to understand, then see how it is achieved. Again, remember, we are not running away. In the same world, we are there. We are performing in this world as we were performing earlier too. Isn't it? All that is happening. You know? But still, like an example, this example which I am giving, this topic I will discuss on another day, common sense thought, very exhaustively. But that's given as an example only. Like you see the people interacting with us or with each other. You listen to their words. You can, understand the meaning of their words. In spite of all that is happening at the outer superficial level of transactions, interactions, but किसके दिल में क्या है? Can you know it? Isn't it? You cannot know. It is impossible. Like you and I stay together for 2-3 days somewhere in a camp. So we talk, we interact so much. But क्या किसके दिल में है नहीं पता होगा पूरा. Impossible. You may stay with your wife 100 years, but you cannot know उनके दिल में क्या है. नहीं हो सकता पता. In your दिल क्या है also the other person cannot know. Because the dil has lots of its inner ideas popping up, coming up. So they keep on fluctuating, changing. कभी नीचे से ऊपर, ऊपर से बाद में ऊपर से नीचे चलता ही रहता है. Most of it is not in our control only, isn't it? Why I gave this as an example? In the same way, let others need not know. Let others take you as normal as you are always. But within you, you have to be detached. Nobody should know it. I am detached. Nobody should even feel it. Not that Swami ne bola detach karke and kept a frowning face and locked inside the room. Not that way. It is a disorder. It is not sadhana. You are in the same laughing, giggling way. See Lord Krishna. How much laughing, giggling, appearing as if he is more a samsari than us. But inside, you know, that car in the example you see, when those people were wanting to cross the river, it was so vigorous. They came to Krishna, we want to cross, please do something. He said, tell that Kalindi, if I am Kaya, Vacha, Manasa, Shuddha and Brahmachari and detached, the river should give the path. And it gives the path. With all his outer vigorous activity, he was inside detached. All saints are like that. The Vyasas, the Adi Shankaras, our own Puja Gurudev. How much he was vigorously acting, yet inside detached. From his laughter and smile, from his Varchas tejas on his face, from his clarity of thought presentation when he is giving satsang or any guidance or upadesh. It's so clear that only a detached one can consistently do that beautiful job. अभी बहुत सारा है और explanations, examples. Sufficient. So, if Chaturtha Purushartha Moksha to be achieved, first thing is the detachment. Some data is given. Any questions that can be answered and they'll be answered in subsequent classes, etc. Second thing out of the three, if you want to get to the mokshanubhuti is ki second one is the rising above our own upadhi identification. You have to rise above the upadhis is the second one. Outer world हो गया. Second is upadhi. You have to rise above. Here also, we have to live with the upadhis only. है ना? शरीर छोड़ के कहाँ जाओगे? भटकती हुई आत्मा, लोग डरेंगे. डोंट डू दैट. एटलीस्ट मेरे पास मत आना. पता नहीं आजकल कुछ लोग आते हैं, पता नहीं कौन है वो. आप तो नहीं ना? है ना? पता नहीं, सब रात को आपको मिलने को मन हुआ है, सुबह वहां शरीर छोड़ के लीला की तरह, है ना, अतिवाहिक देह में आते हैं. डराओ मत लोगों को. सो अन्नमय कोश में ही रहना पड़ता है, बट राइज अबव इट. प्राणमय कोश में ही रहना पड़ता है, बट राइज अबव इट. मनोमय कोश की तो आवश्यकता है ही ना. विदाउट मना हाउ कैन यू लिव? लिविंग विद द माइंड, यूजिंग द माइंड, yet rising above it. Using the intellect, which is such a precious gift given by the Lord, yet rising above it. Think how to achieve. Again, subheadings I am telling. Work on that. Using the intellect, yet not conditioned by the intellect, rising above the intellect. कैसे कर सकते हैं देख लो. है ना? देहेंद्र प्राण मनो बुद्धि चित्त, these are the upadhis. That when we can rise above them, then we are more nearer to the reality. This is all after thoroughly studying Upanishads and getting convinced about the presence of the reality, and also convinced about in the experience of that reality alone there is liberation. ये सारे क्लैरिटी आने के बाद साधना की दृष्टि से ये सारे think about it. We have to be in the upadhis only, but we have to rise above them. You know, like you have to use your car for your travel, but still rise above it. What is the meaning of rising above? कि कोई खराबी हुआ उसका तो टेंशन मत लो, उसको गैराज में दे दो, रिपेयर कर हो जाएगा वो. वही वरी राइज अबव इट. बेचना पड़े तो बेच दो. That is the meaning of rising above it. What is the opposite of it? Every time becoming miserable because some repair is coming. कार है तो रिपेयर होगा यार. Anything we have a material outside, उसका someday or the other some problem will come only. House, it will leak one day, the water. Isn't it? फर्श खराब हो जाता है, छत गिरने लगता है. अरे, upadhis also have those limitations. So go through them, but rise above them. Okay? And while doing these two things of going through its limitations and rising above, they are useful also. That's why they are given. What is the exact correct utilization of it? Only that much. Not using also is not right. Misusing, abusing also is not right. That also is an art. See, these are all the things in every of the life. We start becoming matured in understanding, perfect in practice. ये कितने जन्म लगते रहते बंदों को इन एक एक चीज में परफेक्ट बनने. दैट इज एवोल्यूशन. लाइक आई एम टॉकिंग टू यू, as I go on talking there will be improvement in my talk. That is called perfection. ऐसे ही आपको भी, you are a listener, as you keep on doing it, your capacity, ability of listening, they also grow. So second one is the rising above the upadhis is a necessary thing. है ना? With the upadhi we are jiva, with the world we are samsari. सोपाधिक जीवा सो जगत स जगत is samsari. Attached to jagat we have become samsari. Attached to the upadhis we have become jiva. Okay, second thing is done. Third is what, which is tough. बोलने को आसान होता है, मेरे को भी करना मुमकिन नहीं. The third one is the readiness to transcend the ego, individuality. है ना? Which is very tough. बंदे सब छोड़ने को तैयार होते हैं लेकिन अहम को नहीं छोड़ सकते. एंड इन वेदांता, है ना, गिविंग अप अहम अलोन इज गिविंग अप. विदाउट गिविंग अप अहम, एनीथिंग यू गिव अप, it is not a giving up, because this thing you give up, but again you will take up something else, because the one who is giving up, taking up, the ego is maintained. Therefore वो ये छोड़ेगा तो दूसरा पकड़ेगा ही वो. Therefore ready to transcend even the ego ahamness, the separative identity. It's only a thought, but it plays all its havoc. अहम इज ओनली अ वृत्ति, जो निद्रा में उसको हम छोड़ के कुछ अलग ही लोक में चले जाते हैं. But still, yet it's a thought, but how much havoc it plays, you see. Ahankar. Everything in this world, like he is my son, it's only a thought. Kick that fellow out, drop that thought. How many parents kick their children, or how many children kick their parents? What do you mean by kicking them? They just dropped the thought that they are my parents. All obligations gone, all sentiments gone, all bondages gone. It's not be done. I'm just giving an example. What is the meaning of divorce? That the thought is dropped. That she is my wife or is my husband. And छोड़ दिया तो पूरा झमेला खत्म. हर जगह वही है. इट्स ओनली थॉट दैट आई नीड दिस एन ऑब्जेक्ट. वही तो थॉट है वो. अब वो उसको इतना परेशान करते हो हमको. वन डे वन थॉट गेम है, आई डोंट वांट इट एट ऑल. हो गया. In the same way, the thought of all thoughts is the aham vritti. It's only mere thought. But it plays such a terrible havoc for millions of lives till it is dropped. है ना. जब तक अहम है वो मेरे को भी और दूसरों को भी परेशानी है. And what is aham in Hindi? It is vahem only. It is not reality. It is like what I told you this example. I remember 4.5 years back, long back, that such a huge sized sun, yet he can be obscured from our own vision by just the small index finger. आप आपके आंख के सामने इतना छोटा इंडेक्स फिंगर लगा दो, दैट सन इज अनसीन फ्रॉम अस. इतना बड़ा सूर्य भी हमारे दृष्टि से दूर होते हैं. द स्मॉल दिस फिंगर केप्ट. सेम वे द इन्फिनिट ब्रह्मन इन अस is hidden by the small index finger sized ahankar. The moment you remove that, the huge sun is seen. That is why that tarjani कहते हैं ना अहंकार, उसको कभी भी आने नहीं देते. इवन भोजन के टाइम भी इस ईगो को साइड पे रख के बाकी उंगलियों से हम खाना खाते. आप देखो खाना खाने टाइम द थ्री फिंगर्स एंड दिस कम्स, ईगो इज केप्ट अवे. In Jnana Mudra also, the ego is surrendered to the Lord. Then only the Purnata comes. है ना. This is thumb is Lord, ego is bent. Then that's Purnata. If the ego is not bent away from the Lord, it is mixing with all the three upadhis, then there is no Purnata. There is only confusion only. Again, only a subheading is told. You work on that. What is said, what is meant, how to understand what is to be done. Detach from the world, rise above the upadhis, transcend the individuality. Are we ready for that final sacrifice? हाँ? Oh. नहीं किया हो ना तो सिद्धांत ज्ञान will come. Many other siddhis also will come. Not the परमात्मा प्राप्ति. परम आत्मा प्राप्ति चाहिए तो अपर आत्मा, छोटा आत्मा को छोड़ ही देना पड़ता. That's why the Mahatapasya is rising above, transcending the ego. Aham apetakam nija vibhanakam mahadidam tapaha. Rising above individuality to identify the universal Aham is the Mahatapasya. Okay, so spiritual common sense thought. And see, these understandings Slowly they come, and we have to learn the art of maintaining these understandings. Don't forget them, and then try to work on them. Find time, leisure, karte raho. In the din and roar of our outer dynamic activities, these things also should be part of it. उसको टाइम देते रहना. छोड़ छोड़ दिया तो छूट जाता है. Then later on, these should become more important than anything else. है ना? शुरुआत में ये भी वो भी, but धीरे धीरे these three are the only points of my attention. That I am finding all the means to detach from the world, to transcend the upadhis, rise above the upadhis, and transcend the individuality. That is the only thing I am doing. He is called sadhaka. Sadhak क्या करता है? To get moksha, he has to realize the self. To realize the self, he releases himself from all these three. Outer world, inner upadhis, the owner of these two, the ego. That's it. अब सोच लो कितना समझ में आया. That proves how much we are consistent in our Shastra Shravana Adhyayana. Thank you. Om 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 Sahana Vavatu Namo Brahmadibhyo Yairime Gurubihi Purvam Shankaram Shankaracharyam Nidaye Sarva Vidyanam Shruti Smriti Purananam Viditanamaya Vishadaikakala Nacha Kinchana Kanchanamasti Guru Dhrutameva Videhi Krupam Sahajam Bhava Shankara Deshikame Sharanam ब्रह्मानंदम परम सुखदम परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः. श्वेताश्वतर उपनिषदः आचार्येभ्यो नमः. संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्ष कैवल्य प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातन धर्मस्य विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगत्यर्थं धर्म संस्थापकानां नित्य निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थं श्रीराम मंदिरवत् शिव कृष्णादि मंदिरादीनां पुनरवाप्ति तेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातन धर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रुविघ्न शाश्वत समूल निर्मूलन पूर्वक भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्मात् क्षणादारभ्य वैदिक हिंदव संस्कृतेः धर्ममोक्ष पुरुषार्थानां सुसंप्रतिष्ठा अवाप्त्यर्थम् अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां संकल्पित सत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयाः तेषां हृदये परब्रह्मादीनां प्रति भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थं कृष्णयजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः आद्य शंकर भाष्य समेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्नं मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे. ओम नित्यानंदम निराधारम निखिलाधारम अव्ययम निगमाद्यगतम नित्यम नीलकंठम नमाम्यहम्. पारायणम अथ षष्ठोऽध्यायः. The last two mantras by stays. ओम वेदान्ते परमं गुह्यं पुरा कल्पे प्रचोदितं न प्रशान्ताय दातव्यं न पुत्राय शिष्याय वा पुनः यस्य देवे परा भक्तिः यथा देवे तथा गुरौ तस्यैते कथिता ह्यर्थाः प्रकाशन्ते महात्मनः इति. ओम सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः. ओम शांति शांति शांति. इति कृष्णयजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः पारायणं सम्पन्नम्. एक और राउंड ऑफ पारायणम we have finished. Now come to the mantra. Is it sufficient? Yesterday we pondered over the Sambandha Bhashya of the mantra 23, the last one. What it was? First word is, first the title is परमेश्वर और पुरुष गुरु में श्रद्धा भक्ति रखने वाले शिष्य के प्रति किए गए उपदेश की सफलता, है ना. And very sober way the title is given, balanced way. It is neither insisted this way nor insisted that way. Insisted this way is ऐसा जो गुरु परमेश्वर के चरण में शरणागत है, definitely he will get the result of study of the Shastras and Sadhana. The negative of it is what? Agar he is not surrendered to Guru and God, nothing will be understood by him. Actually, that's how we have to take depending on where we stay. Gurus keep telling. We have to be wise to add the masala to it in our interest. है ना? जैसे गुरु ने कहा सुबह उठो, he just casually said, you don't take casually. Hare, he has understood that I am not getting a morning, so he is just telling serious. That's what one day we told you, if you remember. A simple suggestion by the Guru, Sandesha कहते हैं उसको. The one who takes as Adesha, he is the disciple. Adesha is an order. And all this we studied when we studied Taittiriya Upanishad. The last one, है ना? एतद्ध्येवानुशासनम् एवमुपासितव्यम् एवमुचैतदुपास्यम्. Last mantras. Guru gives sandesha. It is a upadesha, it is an adesha, it is an order to a committed disciple. That is the meaning of egolessness, surrender. You know, the great bhaktas like Hanumanji are at that level. उनको बस इशारा करना पड़ता है. That is an order. है ना? In the Bhakti Sampradaya, इन दक्षिण भारत यानी उत्तर में भी हर जगह आप कहीं देखते हो गुरु ऐसे नजर से देखते हैं बस. द डिसाइपल अंडरस्टैंड्स एंड डज इट थरोली. गुरु डजंट इवन नीड टू ओपन द माउथ, से समथिंग आल्सो. व्हाट अ ब्यूटीफुल थिंग इट इज. इशारे से सब कुछ करना. दैट इज ईगोलेस सरेंडर. एनीवे, सो दिस इज अंडरस्टूड द लिटरल मीनिंग दैट परमेश्वर और गुरु में श्रद्धा भक्ति रखने वाले शिष्य के प्रति किए गए उपदेश की सफलता. Now it is such a big subject to explain this to you, these two lines. I have to talk to you entire Bhagavad Puran of 18,000 shlokas. Then only I will be satisfied, not otherwise. A hint is given. Parameshwara Bhakti is equal to anything other than Parameshwara, the outside, we have totally detached from. That is the meaning of Parameshwara Bhakti. Yesterday, day before, in Common Sense Thoughts, we have discussed it thoroughly. Parameshwara Bhakti ka artha kya hua? I am no more attached to anything in the world. Therefore, my mind is free from everything. That's a sign of Parameshwara Bhakti truly. And if you maintain that during the class time, the knowledge is gained. During the sadhana time, the sadhana you are able to do. Continue it, the anubhuti comes. What is it? Parameshwara Bhakti. What is the other side of this coin? That no bhakti to anything other than Parameshwar. Aur devata chitta na dharai. Understood? An idea is given. That's why I said Pura Bhagavat padhana padega. Don't ever misunderstand such words. Parameshwara Bhakti means 10 minutes sitting in front of Lord, or going to temple making a pradakshina, giving dakshina to pujari and remembering it throughout life. 2 rupees deke. These are all very lowest level understandings of bhakti. है ना? Bhakti is a dhara, a nirantara dhara, a shashwata dhara is called bhakti. To such an extent that to whomever we are bhakta, the Lord, that thought alone is there in our mind. That's why I said whole Bhagavad I have to explain at least Narada Bhakti Sutra. Satvasmin parama prema rupa amrita swarupa cha यल्लब्ध्वा पुमान् सिद्धो भवति तृप्तो भवति आत्मा रामो भवति यत् ज्ञात्वा मत्तो भवति स्तब्धो भवति. See, so many different revelations are given for the bhakti. Bhakti and Shraddha. It's not that 2 minutes I am devoted. Your devotee means once for all, single pointedly. बाकी सारे formalities and the duties, that's it. That is called bhakti. That's how those who became bhaktas, their whole language changes, the expression changes. You know, the best example is the Mirabai. Higher than her ultimate is the Radha Devi. Radha Devi का पुराने इतिहासों में कमी मिलता है, बट फ्रॉम दैट मीराबाई, क्या कहती है, मेरो तो गिरधर गोपाल दूसरो न कोई. She has no thought of anything. If it all she has a thought, only Krishna thought. That is called as bhakti. Who is Jagat? What is Jagat? Where is the world? Where is people? You know, nothing in our mind, only Krishna. Ab Narad ji, can he be caught up anywhere in the world? A Prahlada Adi. You cannot, because I am sold out already. I am not there for you. I am not there for myself also. That's called bhakti. Bhakti mein, we are not available to the world. We are only available to God. That's called bhakti. That's why the more bhakti, the more closer we become to the Lord. And Lord takes us into his inner chambers. कहीं भी होगा, पार्टी का भक्त हो तो धीरे धीरे हेड ऑफ द पार्टीज आपको इनर चैम्बर में लेते हैं कि नहीं? Any of the company also your bhakti working loyally and all, they give promotions to you. Like out of 3 4 sons, the one son who is more bhakta to the father, father will give more responsibility, pull takes him and gives all the duties. ये है ना संभव, देखते हो ना दुनिया में. Same way the sign is that we are used by the Lord for his work more and more. That is a sign of we being bhakta. We are not at all doing any Bhagavad karma, Bhagavad seva. We are only caught up in the world, means we are the bhakta of the world. Okay? So, the Daiva Bhakti detaches us from the world. Then what about the Guru Bhakti? Guru Bhakti detaches us from the Ahankar. Because I am not there. Whatever Guru Sadhana says, I do that. करते करते I transcend all my upadhis. पता भी नहीं चलता. Daiva Bhakti detaches us from the world. Guru Bhakti detaches us from the ego. Today our common sense thoughts भी यही थे ना. I didn't know कि they get matched so much. Perfect. Exactly same thing here. So परमेश्वर गुरु में श्रद्धा भक्ति रखने वाले शिष्य के प्रति किए गए, भक्त और शिष्य के प्रति किए गए उपदेश की सफलता. नहीं तो निष्फल होएगा, विफल होएगा. It is not said don't listen. What is said is it is not going to be fruitful. With the Parameshwara Bhakti and His grace, we give up the world and pursue the reality. With the Guru's grace, which we get after our surrendering to Him, we give up the ego and experience the reality. Pursuing the reality, experiencing the reality. Think about it. So aim at these two things. The Daiva Bhakti and Guru Bhakti, resulting in spiritual pursuit and spiritual experience. है ना? नो नो अभी नहीं करना है मुझे, अभी 10,000 जन्म, आई वॉन्ट टू एंजॉय दिस वर्ल्ड. नहीं, ठीक है, तुम्हारी मर्जी है, कौन बना. आई नो आई वॉन्ट टू एक्सपीरियंस फ्लाइंग इन द स्काई लाइक ए बर्ड. आई वॉन्ट टू एक्सपीरियंस ईटिंग द स्नेक्स लाइक ए गरुड़ पक्षी और ए चाइनीज ताइवान वाला. or I want to live life for 300 years like a tortoise with a shell above me. अब संकल्प करते जाओ, जिंदगी आप मिलते जाएंगे. You understand? With every of sankalpa and desire, that yoni you get. No, I want to experience to be the chief of army staff. ठीक है, और 10 जन्म में धीरे धीरे एबिलिटी क्वालिफिकेशन इंक्रीज करते हुए राइज फ्रॉम वन लोअर रैंक टू द हायर. I want to experience to be the president of India. करो. This is how our human minds keep projecting and pushing us into samsara when that mind of ours is not under the control of the intellect. That intellect which thoroughly studied Upanishads and understood which is permanent, temporary, which is infinite, finite, which is liberating and binding. वो दिमाग जिसमें सब नहीं होता, उस बंदे के अंदर का दिल या मन ये सारा प्रोजेक्शन करते रहता. देन विथ एवरी वेदांतिक क्लास लिजन यू ओनली पोस्टपोन्स इट. आप जो कह रहे हो ठीक तो है ना, फिर भी somehow I want this or that. Like the voters. I know that person is honest, is a Desha Bhakta, Dharma Bhakta. But this fellow says, मैं इस साल में 6 गैस सिलेंडर फ्री दूंगा या SC/ST/BC रिजर्वेशन 100% कर दूंगा. ए, जब 100% होता है, हाउ डू यू कॉल इट एज रिजर्वेशन? विचित्र. Then therefore I will vote for him. He will give money for liquor or he will liquor only he gives. मनुष्यों का मन होता है कि नहीं ऐसे? I know these are good people, but still because these are my caste fellow, therefore I will cast my vote for him. Bhayankara samasya in all of us is we know what is good, what is right, but still we vote for what is wrong or bad. Now you understand where our continuous struggle is going on. Then what to do, sir? Till the understanding and conviction of positive grows, go on listening, go on studying. That is why we are doing every day. And I am sure those are regular, they are getting the benefit. Okay, we talked a little bit about this sentence. Now we'll study the Sambandha Bhashya, which we have seen yesterday. Ki atrapi. Atrapi means what? This is atrapi word when used by Shankara. I was pondering, it was giving such a beautiful light, throwing light on this thought. Ki, as an individual, with all my goodwill, with all my purity, with all my seriousness, sincerity, I am doing all sadhanas. Atrapi. And yet, this spiritual emancipation result is not an individual effort's result and an individual's achievement. Never at all. It is not by my doing I get to moksha. That's the meaning of atrapi. Then what? Then what? The Lord pulling you from inside, the Guru pushing you from the outside. When these two forces work, then only it will happen, not by our efforts, in which we don't take Guru and God with us. This is the thing, it is the meaning of it, atrapi. No refer so many shastras like Gita, etc. for this. What is it in Gita? दैवी हेषा गुणमयी मम माया दुरत्यया मामे वये प्रपद्यन्ते माया में ताम तरन्ति ते. देखो, only when you surrender to me that you are given that passport visa to go beyond the maya to reach the self. If you don't surrender to me, no, नहीं मिलेगा. When नहीं मिलेगा तो तुम्हें वो एयरपोर्ट में ही जाने नहीं देते, है ना? Without your passport visa, are you allowed inside through the check-in to board the flight? सवाल ही नहीं उठता. It is the Lord towards whom we have the bhakti pulls us inside towards the reality. It is a Guru to whom we have bhakti sharanagati pushes us again toward the reality from outside. Outside means the Guru is there every day reminding us of the reality. बाहर से गुरु रिमाइंड करते रहते थ्रू द क्लासेस, अंदर से द लॉर्ड जिनका उपासना कर रहे हैं निष्काम भाव से, ही इज एज hey, where are you going out? Way inside. Who told you are Jiva? You are Brahman. Just drop. all your attachments outside, all your identities, upadhis. Just drop the ego. Be ocean. Don't be a river. That is the meaning of atrapi. Atrapi means with all your infinite struggles. Without Guru and God, it won't happen. And again, you will have 100 questions. But that Mahatma never had a Guru. He never considered somebody as Guru. But some Guru is watching his struggle and he is blessing from distance. है कि नहीं? जैसे कोई छोटे छोटे बच्चे दौड़ के आ रहे हैं, अब रास्ते में कांटे हैं, पत्थर हैं, so you remove them. The children never know that there were kante and patthar and somebody removed. They will never know, but you have done it. So too they never know, but the gurus have done it. रास्ते के पत्थर कांटे, somebody a kind, compassionate. How many times you yourself have done, and without others notice, you set the things right. Your wife, when you come from वहां पे कितने चीजें वो सेट करते हैं बेचारे, तो आपको पता भी नहीं होता कि उन्होंने किया करके, and you are enjoying all that. है ना, कि शर्ट का बटन चला गया, you don't know even that. She while washing she knew it. Then stitch भी करती है. She never even tells. He never knew it also. Nowadays they don't do because they have no time to wash him. Where is the time to wash the cloth? Isn't it? आजकल कपड़ों को धोने का टाइम नहीं हो रहा स्वामी जी भाई, अब उनका ही धुलाई कर रही हूँ. Anyway, so this is the atrapi word. Feel the joy of it. Atrapi devata guru bhakti matam eva. This is devata guru bhakti mata means the one who is deva bhakti. Bhakti mata means like Hanuman, Hanumata. Man means wala. So devata guru bhakti mata means deva bhakti man, guru bhakti man. Man means wala. Man and van are the wala. Like Dhanavan, Dhanwala, Gunavan, Gunwala, Vidyavan, Vidyawala. इस तरह वान एंड मान मतु प्रत्यय भी यूज किया जाता है ना. सो हियर देवता भक्ति मान, so to guru bhakti man. Third case is instrumental case mata, like Hanuman, Hanumata, Rakshasaha hataha. Hanumata means by Hanumanji, Rakshasas were killed. So here also Deva Guru Bhakti Mata Eva. वही भक्ति मताम एवा, देवता गुरु भक्ति मताम एवा. इसको दो कर दो, देव भक्ति मता और गुरु भक्ति मता. सो देव भक्ति मान इज वोकेटिव, सॉरी सिंगल फर्स्ट केस नॉमिनेटिव. देव भक्ति मता is called instrumental case. So to Guru Bhaktiman, like Dhanavan, is the nominative. Guru Bhakti Mata is instrumental. Therefore, Deva Ta Guru Bhakti Mata means that individual who is Deva Bhaktiman, Guru Bhaktiman. By him, to him only, Guruna Prakashita Vidya Anubhavaya Bhavati. That is the meaning of the sentence. Okay. Here, one thought before we enter to the next one is Devata Guru Bhakti Matam is our need, isn't it? We have to realize the importance of it, and from our side we have to become it. है ना, जैसे किसी को प्यार करने का बाहर से वो होता नहीं, अंदर से जब हमको जरूरत पड़ता है तो हम करते हैं. सेम वे देवता भक्ति, गुरु भक्ति, nobody tells us to do, especially the worldly beings, worldly things. तो इनका जरूरत है ही नहीं है, ऐसे वो लोग हमसे बिहेव करवाते हैं, हमें मनवाते. So I am a spiritual seeker. The truth has to reveal to me. The cover is Maya, that can be removed by Bhagavat and Guru Kripa. Therefore, I have to be the devotee of Bhagavan and Guru, karke from the Hridaya, that revelation should happen. And through the practice, that undoubted, questionless, complete surrender wala bhakti, Sharanagati bhakti towards the Guru and God, we have to develop. Atrapi devata guru bhaktimatam api. Up to this we explained. Next portion. Only to those people, Guruna prakashita vidya. Guru is prakashita, continuously throwing light on that Brahma Tattva. He is telling the Swarupa Lakshana of the Brahma Vastu. He is telling all the sadhanas also. He is going on doing the prakasha of that Brahma Vidya. If somebody is not a bhakta and shishya, or doesn't have the bhakti to Guru and God, उनको अनुभव में नहीं आता. But if he is a bhakta or devata and Guru bhakta, he prakashita vidya anubhavaya bhavati. Iti pradarshayati. It becomes cause of anubhuti, that is shown. Now here another highlighting point is here. Yesterday we touched it. Is what? It is not Siddhanta Jnana about Paramatma Tattva which gives us moksha. Then what gives her? Anubhava. Underline this word, ponder over it. हमें ब्रह्म ज्ञान नहीं चाहिए. नहीं चाहिए मतलब उससे काफी नहीं होगा. ब्रह्म अनुभव चाहिए. We are not liberated by the Atma Jnana. We need Atma Anubhava. What is done in the class is Atma Jnana given. Converting that Jnana into Anubhava should be everybody's desire, and he should try. In that, the Guru and Devata Bhakti, when we have, through their Kripa, it will happen. That's the meaning of this Sambandha Bhashya. Atrapi Devata Guru Bhakti Matam Eva Guruna Prakashita Vidya Anubhavaya Bhavati Iti Pradarshayati. In simple sentence, the one who is a devotee of Guru and God alone will have the experience of the Tattva which is taught by the Guru through the study of through the teachings of the Shastra. So, Guruna Prakashita Vidya Anubhavaya Bhavati. Guru के द्वारा प्रकाशित विद्या उन्हीं को अनुभव में आएगा. The one who is the Bhakta of the Devata and the Guru. Done. Now let us chant the mantra. Om Yasya Deve Para Bhaktihi. Om Yasya Deve Para Bhaktihi. Yatha Deve Tatha Gurau. Yatha Deve Tatha Gurau. Tasyaite Kathita Hyarthaha. Tasyaite Kathita Hyarthaha. Prakashante Mahatmanah. Prakashante Mahatmanah. Prakashante Mahatmanah iti. Prakashante Mahatmanah iti. Together, Yasya Deve Para Bhaktihi. Yatha Deve Tatha Gurau. Tasyaite Kathita Hyarthaha. Prakashante Mahatmanah. Prakashante Mahatmanah iti. Tomorrow we'll enjoy the study of it. 2 days, कल और परसों मेरे ख्याल में with भाष्य we will be able to do it. ओम 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 पूर्णमदः श्रुतिमात्रे नमः तत्सत् ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for giving this chance for me to discuss with you Bhagavad Gita.